Hi everybody, I'm Kristen Lee. I can never get my intro on one take. Today's video is going to be about my family and my trip to Sesame Place. I had fun, you know, I really enjoyed it. So I took some videos. The parade is a bit long. I tried to speed it up when I was editing, but Oscar the Grouch basically stopped like right in front of me, and there was like 4 or 5 songs back to back for a dance routine, and it's this little tiny street, and I couldn't get it all because I was in this like prime spot on this bridge, and the security was like, nope, can't be here. So they moved me, and I had to like get in between this family. I had to be that single lady person. Excuse me, I want to videotape the parade, please. And I had this one dad that kept bumping me, but anyway, not complaining because I got some really good shots. But like I said, the songs were a little bit long. I couldn't play the songs because of YouTube standards and copyright strikes and stuff like that. So I found a song similar to the Sesame Street theme song. So it's kind of, you know, you'll hear it in a minute. And then I'll be back.
Friends, come on over to the front of the nest and join us for story time.
Good to see you.
Hi, Big Bird.
Look, Big Bird, look how many friends came in to join us today.
Everyone, welcome to Sesame Place. I'm so excited for a story.
I'm excited too. Well, are all of you excited for story time?
Yay!
Story-rific. Well, my name's Jamie, and that's adorable, Big Bird. Let's get to reading. Careful, friend. You guys want to just step back?
Back up.
See if I can turn it around. I wanted to see if my waterproof phone case was actually waterproof, so I decided to go through the waterfall. Could be here for hours. and welcome back. So, overall, I think that our trip was a success. I'm going to show you the stuff that we got, and I also wanted to show you my new tech buy that I was really impressed with. So I brought you in the water with me, and I brought you underneath the waterfall, and I used this. Looks dirty now, but opens here, and then put it back together. Now I'm sure you might have one, I don't know. And then it kind of suctions it in. It still has touchscreen. It's better than I expected it to. I got 2 of them for $10, and trying to find the brand. These are all the features that it does. What is the brand? It's this one. I'll link it down because I got it from Amazon, and I got 2 for $10. So the only thing that I didn't like was this. So if you have like a lanyard, or I found there's also clear pouches that you can have like a fanny pack and put the phone in, but this was the only part that I didn't like. So, but it was worth the money. And I got stopped a lot by moms that were like, oh my God, that would have been perfect. So I let them take pictures. If I knew them better, I would have sent them the Amazon link, but I didn't know them. So my big thing that I loved was the merch. So I'm going to show you what we got, and then I'm going to tell you some of the, not downsides, but like things that I think that it needs to work on. So, but you're going to be last. Hold on. Got them all here. So little bro has most of the Sesame Friends, but we did not have Julia, and we did not have Telly, which he didn't even know who Telly was, but I was excited he picked him, because I was like, do you want Oscar, because we don't have him yet? And I was like, do you want the Count? But he's afraid of the Count because the Count is a vampire. I was like, but he counts, like he doesn't, I don't know. And my purchase, my big kid purchase, is one of my favorite Muppets from Sesame Street. I got the 2-headed monster. Like, how cool is that? They had Hunkers, and who else did they have? They had a lot of old school. Oh, the newscaster from when we were kids, you know, the one that had kind of like Kermit's voice, but he worked in the newsroom, and then he would like send out for the news for Kermit to do some skit, you know, telling the weather or whatever. But they had a lot of old school Sesame Street characters to buy. So I absolutely love that. And then because we got so much, Dad bought this really cool like overnight bag that little bro has claimed for all his Sesame Street friends. But this was my big kid purchase because he's so cool. I'm so excited they had it. Like, we were going through, one of the things I didn't get to videotape was Elmo has his house, like Elmo's World. He has his own little space, and you can go get your picture taken with the character, but you go through his house. So like you have him dancing in the window, like in the cartoon, and then you go through the house and it looks like his house that's in the cartoon version. And it was really cute, and I didn't push the right buttons. Uh-oh. Little bro's doing something. So anyway, and then my dad and stepmom, they got park photos that came out pretty cute. We got park photos with Big Bird, and we got park photos with Elmo. So it was a good day. And we also got the park $20 deal where you buy the cup and it's refillable throughout the day. My only complaint is they ran out of soda. So they only had like certain kinds of soda in the whole park. So I didn't like that, but we have this cup now. So the things that I liked were the fact that there were rides for all ages. Like, you could bring your baby on a lot of the rides with the rest of your family. There were very few rides that little guys couldn't go on. It just depends on how adventurous your little dude or little, chick or whatever is gonna be. And they had like the typical fair rides, like for the dry rides. So they had the swings, and they had the little, well, it was a cookie bus that you get in and goes around, kind of like a pirate ship kind of thing, but it goes around instead of sways. And I'm trying to think. And there were little roller coasters and stuff like that. There were a few height requirements in the water park, but the water park was fantastic. I was in the lazy river for 2 hours and I got burned pretty bad, but I loved that part, so I didn't really go check other parts of the park out. My original plan had been, I brought my book with me and I was gonna get like a little cabana, and I was just gonna, read my book and then get up and go get something to snack on and go check out things, and it didn't work out that way. It never does. I don't know why I thought that was gonna happen. But we were meeting family friends down there, so I was gonna be like, okay, little bro is gonna go play with the little girl that's his age, and they're gonna go do their thing. The little girl was like, I like the wave pool, and I live here now. And little bro, he loved the Elmo's sandcastle slide thing. So they didn't even play together for most of the day. So yeah. Some of the downsides is they did not have enough employees for the amount of people that were there, and they were not at max capacity. So I think that they need to up their game on that, especially as more people are talking about the new park and that it is really cute and it is really enjoyable. So there's that. And then the parade is on this little tiny road, and they do the call like most theme parks, like, hey, at such and such time, meet up on Main Street and we're gonna have a parade. Hold on one second. All right, let's finish this. Oh, I got itch, sorry. So the parade, the only thing that I didn't like about it was the fact that Main Street was really small, or whatever they call it. I don't know if they call it Main Street. Might be Sesame Street. It might be Sesame Street. That makes more sense. Anyway, it's this little tiny spot. They call everybody there, and there's these pink lines, and you can't go over the pink lines, which I understand. It's to protect the dancers and the people in the costumes, and I get that. But there really isn't anywhere to stand. So like, I got kicked off the bridge, which gave me perfect view, and I could stay out of the way of kids that actually, might want to see it, because I'm by myself, really. I mean, I'm with my family, but it just, there wasn't any movement, like room to move. And then if the kids got excited and wanted to dance with the characters or whatever, they got yelled at by security to get back behind the line. And it's like, which one do you want them to do? You know, they're kids. So I think that there should be either bleachers or something where they can go. There is like a theatrical musical part like most parks have. I didn't get to go to that, but I that was one of the things I did not like, was the fact that security had to be high because it's a new park and they didn't want, you know, kids or the performers to get hurt or anything like that. So I got that, but it bugged me with the wording that they have, because the Sesame Place website says that they are accredited by the teaching association, and they're also supposed to cater to children and people with disabilities. So I feel that the training should be broad spectrum for a park like that. Disney has to do it, even though they're strict about certain things. Disney has to do it because they are too, as far as I know. You can quote me on it, but I might be wrong. But I know that there's performers that know American Sign Language. A lot of park employees know multiple languages in Disney. And they were trying to do that with Sesame Place. But the age group that they hired was the similar age group to Six Flags or Universal. So they're, you know, in that 16 to 22 range. So that wording that you would expect from a park like that, like calling kids friends, you know, when they're running or they're touching something they shouldn't, you go, you know, no thank you, friends, we don't do that because, or, you know, we're trying to keep whatever safe or whatever, you know, there's a certain wording that goes with it. And because they are going to be working with families and children, basically families and children, I think that should be put into training somehow. I know it's probably very difficult because they only have so much time to, you know, train them and get them into the park. But when we were in the sandcastle water slide thing, there were steps with like a waterfall coming down. So the steps were a little bit slippery. So the kids had to go up the steps. And then there was an employee to let you know height-wise which slide you could go onto. My feeling is the employees that were on the ground, you know, to make sure that the kids were okay coming down the slide, one of them should have had the stick, you know, before they even go up the stairs. And then there should be an employee up top basically directing the kids which slides they could go on. Because it kind of got jumbled up, and like parents would go up with their kids and then they found out that they were too big to go down the slides, so then they would have to go down the slippery steps. It didn't have movement to it that at max capacity they're not going to be able to do it. So, but the kids had fun. Little bro had fun. I had fun. I think that there's room for them to grow. I hope that, you know, as they get more into their own groove, that they stick around, because it definitely has possibility to be a theme park for people to want to come to California to see. So, yeah. And I didn't even talk about San Diego. I loved our room. I want to talk about that really quick and then I'll be done. But we got a Marriott Suites, and it was a 2-queen and a pull-out sofa bed and complimentary breakfast, and right on the waterfront. There are places to eat. It was like not even 5 minutes from downtown San Diego and the gas lamps district. So it was like you could take a cab ride and get to some of like Dodger Stadium and things like that. Is it Dodger Stadium? Yeah, I think so. If I'm wrong, I'll put it right here. No, sorry. Yeah, the hotel that we got was really nice. Yeah, the trip itself was pretty decent considering it was Memorial Day weekend. We went and we got seafood. It was pretty good. Trying to think. I was happy because there was a Starbucks right next to the hotel. Yeah, it was a good weekend. And considering it was supposed to be a very busy tourist weekend, we got to do a lot. So that's this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for the cuts here and there. I hope you had a great week, and I will see you over the weekend. Bye.